Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Jay with another storytime video. Now, this storytime is about the time where I almost drowned in the pool. Now, I know you're gonna be wondering, like, Jay, how do you almost drown in the pool? Well, I'm about to explain it to you. Now, this storytime takes place in about 2012, so I was 5 or 6 at the time. So me and my family and a few of my cousins, we were taking a trip to Florida to go to Disneyland. And I don't think I need to explain to you what Disneyland is. But if you don't know what Disneyland is, then like what were you doing with your life? But anyways, so we get down to Florida, we book a hotel, then like a few hours later we go to Disneyland and we do our thing and we have fun. We do what any kid who goes to Disneyland for the first time do. But the trouble really happened is what when we got back to the hotel is the next day. So the next day I'm sitting in my room, just relaxing, chilling, and I decided I wanted to go outside and swim in the pool. So me and my brother, we went outside to go swimming in the pool. And with a lot of pools, I'll probably say like all pools. There's like yeah, I would say all pools. There's a section a part of the pool where like you can stand up like like you if you're short enough you can stand up on it and like you can do a lot of things there, you won't drown or anything, but if you're too short and you go to the other side of the pool, yeah, you might drown. Same with the kid, same with what eventually will happen to me. So and the crazy thing is, before this happened my brother actually told me not to go to the other side of the pool because at 5 or 6 I was a really short kid. So and me being a little kid and arrogant, I was like, man, I'm gonna go to the other side of the pool if I want to. Like, what's gonna happen? So yeah, my dumbass brain wasn't thinking at the time. So yeah, I went to the other side of the pool, and then eventually, nothing happened. But eventually, I started to feel myself sinking below the water, and that's when I really started panicking. So I was flapping my arms around and trying to call for help, but I kept drowning into the water. The funny thing is when there was like a ton of people there, so I don't know if they just didn't see me or hear me or they just didn't care. I don't know. And now that I'm thinking about it, I'm just confused. Like, why didn't anybody help me? Did they just not see me? Yeah, so I'm panicking. I'm drowning into the water, and eventually I feel myself sinking entirely below the water. And I'm thinking at this moment, like, man, this is it for me, bro. You're gonna see me on the t-shirt, bro. You're gonna see me with yellow tape around my body, but it's not gonna be homicide. It's just gonna be as a result of my stupid actions. But then eventually, my brother came out of nowhere and pulled me out of the pool. He pulled me up above the water and pulled me out of the pool, and he started to berate me, saying, "Didn't I tell you not to go to the other side of the pool? You're too small." And at the time, I didn't say anything because I was too shaken up. I was too shaken up about what happened. And till this day, I still remember the story time. I would never forget the story time because a little bit after this happened to me, I started to have a fear of pools for a little bit, but eventually I got over that. So yeah, this I literally almost drowned in the pool. Yeah, this scarred me for a long time. Like I'm over it now, but I still remember the event happening. But I remember when it happened, I was so scarred. I was so scarred about what happened. So yeah, w- a lesson you can take from this story is if you're a young kid and a person that's older than you is telling you not to do something that could potentially put your life in danger, just don't do it. All right, that's the end of this story time. I hope you guys enjoyed. All right, laters.